Amanda Knox, the American exchange student in Perugia, Italy, accused of murdering her British roommate, Meredith Kercher. A media frenzy ensued, painting Knox as Foxy Knoxy, a temptress caught in a web of deceit. Knox spent 4 years in an Italian prison, convicted, then acquitted, then convicted again. Finally, in 2015, Italy's highest court overturned her conviction, citing a lack of evidence and procedural errors. Knox returned to the United States, attempting to rebuild her life forever scarred by the ordeal. The courtroom buzzed with anticipation. Journalists, lawyers, and curious onlookers packed the benches, eager to witness the next act in the Amanda Knox saga. At the heart of this new legal battle lay Knox's accusations against the Italian police, accusations that struck at the core of Italy's justice system. Knox, now absent from the courtroom fighting her battle from across the ocean, became a ghost, her presence looming large over the proceedings. She claims that during the initial interrogation, she was subjected to relentless questioning, deprived of sleep, and threatened with a lengthy prison sentence if she didn't confess. The prosecution maintains that Knox's statements are slanderous, an attempt to tarnish the reputation of the Italian police and evade responsibility for her actions. They argue that Knox's confession, while later retracted, contained details only the perpetrator could have known, further solidifying their case. The crux of the slander trial, and indeed the entire Amanda Knox saga, rests on the issue of her confession. Was it a genuine admission of guilt, blurted out in a moment of remorse? Or was it, as Knox claims, a desperate attempt to appease her interrogators, a fabrication uttered under duress? Knox maintains that her confession was coerced, a product of exhaustion, fear, and manipulation. Her lawyers argue that the confession was riddled with inconsistencies and contradicted forensic evidence collected at the crime scene. The prosecution, however, presents a starkly different narrative. They argue that Knox's confession, given voluntarily and with the assistance of an interpreter, was detailed and accurate, aligning with key aspects of the crime. The Amanda Knox case has, from its inception, shone a spotlight on the Italian justice system, drawing both praise and criticism for its methods. The case exposed the stark differences between the adversarial system employed in the United States and the inquisitorial system prevalent in Italy. Critics argue that the Italian system can be susceptible to confirmation bias, where investigators, convinced of a suspect's guilt, may interpret evidence selectively to fit their theory. They point to the initial investigation of the Kercher murder, suggesting that the focus on Knox, fueled by sensationalized media coverage, may have blinded investigators to other possibilities. The handling of the investigation, particularly the questioning of Knox without a lawyer present, has been cited as an example of the system's vulnerabilities. Proponents argue that its inquisitorial nature allows for a more thorough examination of evidence and a greater emphasis on uncovering the truth. Despite the final acquittal, a dark cloud of suspicion continues to follow Amanda Knox. The slander charge, a legal aftershock of the initial earthquake that shook her world, threatens to drag her back into the Italian legal system. Knox has vehemently maintained her innocence, proclaiming that she is the victim of a miscarriage of justice, a pawn caught in a web of prosecutorial overreach and media frenzy. "I will never stop fighting to clear my name," Knox declared in a recent interview. Knox's fight for vindication extends beyond her own personal battle. It has become a symbol, a cautionary tale about the presumption of innocence, the power of the media, and the potential for justice systems to falter. Her story serves as a stark reminder that justice, while often sought, is not always easily attained. The Amanda Knox case, with its twists, turns, and confounding contradictions, stands as a testament to the complexities of the legal system and the enduring human need for resolution. The slander charge, a legal postscript to a case that seemed closed, has reopened old wounds, rekindled debates, and left many wondering if justice, in its purest form, will ever be served. The outcome of this latest trial will undoubtedly have profound implications for Knox, potentially determining whether she can finally close this painful chapter of her life. A guilty verdict would not only tarnish Knox's reputation further, but also raise concerns about the chilling effect on individuals who dare to challenge the actions of law enforcement. An acquittal, on the other hand, would be a victory, albeit a bittersweet one, for Knox. It would validate her claims of a coerced confession, and potentially force a reckoning within the Italian justice system. The Amanda Knox saga, a story that began with a murder in Perugia, continues to unfold, its final chapter yet to be written.